Hello, my name is Jmeter. Today I just want to show you how we can integrate VTS and Jmeter. Just to give you a small background of what is VTS. So a few years ago I designed something called the Performance Script Framework. So just to give you a small understanding, the reason why, or the main objective of why I have created this framework is to enable us to actually manage our data in a more efficient way. So basically what I'm trying to say is that, or why was it designed, is because this will reduce the time it takes actually to prepare test data, and our test data will be more reliable, meaning that we can report in a better way, because in most cases when you're doing performance testing, invalid test data is always an issue. So basically this framework, let me just remove this. So basically how this framework is basically going to work is that we're going to store our data in a central point. So normally now perhaps you are storing your data in an XML file if you're using Jmeter. However, Load Runner will enable you to actually store your test data in a central point, which is called VTS. I'll get to that point in the next few slides. Okay, so this was the framework component at the time, where I was under the impression that you can only use Load Runner, and those are the protocols, and this VTS, which is actually named Virtual Table Server. This will actually allow us to store test data. You see, so to give you a picture, and I know most guys like actually pictures. So in this diagram, what we can see is that VTS is actually in the center, which is this, okay, and then we have multiple scripts which communicate to each other via the central points. So just to give you a small understanding, if you look at this script called create quotes, it will generate a quote and correlate the quote's ID from the server, and another script which will use this quote's ID maybe to do a payment for that quote. So we'll store that quote on VTS, and then you find another script which is called caches, will retrieve the same quote ID generated from another script. This can help us to actually run tests combined, where each test can run individually and they'll communicate to each other using VTS. This will be very useful for Jmeter, as Jmeter is open source tool, you see, and this will actually be great. So there is some advantages whereby we always have data available, faster smoke testing, easy script maintenance, you don't have to worry about our data. In most cases, trust me, just get the hang of VTS and you'll see how the performance script maintenance becomes less easier, or less harder, more easier. Okay, thank you. Now let's get straight to the main points. Okay, that's just that. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've already created scripts, so we don't have to create a script from scratch, but I'll show you how we do each step. So basically I have the get, delete, counts, and edits, and we'll go through everything. Results is just to show you how it is. This we don't need, so I'm just going to remove this first. Okay, remove, yes. So to show you how VTS looks, so this is a simple example where we have multiple users, and in this scenario basically we'll want multiple scripts. So assuming we have, if you look at this table, assuming that we have multiple scripts and we all want them to all logging on to the same application, but they're doing different business processes. So you'll want maybe 5 users, or 2 users here, 2 users here, 2 users here. So maybe user 1 and 2 will be here, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Normally what we will do is we'll put our users in each script, where else now we don't have to maintain, because we want to get a 4 scripts, then you just cut these users and put it here, and so on and so forth. So if you have everything in VTS, so it doesn't matter how many scripts you put in, any more additional scripts, you don't have to maintain the user column, because every script will get the user from there, and once it's done with that user, put it back. So if you're running 10 scripts with 10 users, you don't have to worry about which user will be used where. Okay, I'm talking about too long. Okay, so we're going back to VTS. So currently what happens is, in Load Runner, it will retrieve this user 1 ID, script 1 user 1 ID, and it will be removed from VTS table server. And then in your script you can say that once you're done, before you log out, push it back in here. So that's it. Basically that's what we're going to be doing for this exercise, we're just going to be retrieving the data and putting it back once we're done. That's all VTS does. And you can have multiple columns, each column with its own test data communicating to each other. So I'm just going to run a small test so that we can actually see. Okay. Okay. So if I press play, you can see it says rows 2. I press play for my JMeter scripts, and then 2 came in here. And if I refresh, 1 is gone, in fact, and it's been back down here. So you remember 1 was on top, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Anything to play it again, 2 will come in here. If I refresh, 2 came in here, 3 is on top, 1, 2. And then I'll do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And then if I just say refresh here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's basically working. Now that it's working, we want to see how we actually get this to actually integrate with your virtual table server, and that's what the moment you've been waiting for. I do apologize if I actually took long to get to my points. So what I do is I'm actually getting my row. So this will be getting, but this get is not really retrieving. What happens in low run, it retrieves it automatically. So in order for us to actually retrieve, there is a code to actually get just to retrieve, however could not find it. So what I've done is I get all my data, and if you look in here, I correlate something. I'm correlating, this is my table name and the first value, and then this is your normal correlation extraction, regular expression extraction, and then I delete it basically. And what I'm deleting is I'm getting, okay, this is my username. This will delete the first row, because we're getting the first row, we may delete the first row. So if you look in here, localhost will be nothing but virtual server localhost. Okay, and then port, this is my port, and this is my port. So now we're on the same page. This is my port, and then normally you can have your IP address. So if you're going to install VCS into a VM or any other machine, so and then your load generator, you cannot have localhost. You need to have that IP address, because each script will be each user will be running from different machines. So if you have localhost, it's going to try to retrieve the data from whichever machine it's using. So it's always advisable to use an IP address. Yeah. Okay, so get is the get method. We're getting the usernames, and then this is our data. Okay, this is the code slash data. This is the part basically, and then we just, as you can see, just copy the as is, and we need to go into our tree. So looking at this first one, this is our get call, the expression request. That is my request, my response data. Hence why if I just do regular expression and I take this, I go back here to my view results tree, which is regular expression tester. If I test this, I'm getting my first data, and then delete, successful. That's my next step. Request, delete the first column, first row. This is row ID. You remember it starts from, even though this is row 1, the ID is actually 0, 1, 2, and so on and so forth. Okay, so assuming that before we actually count and edit, so count and edit, it actually counts and put it back, or count and save. So I just call this edit. It's not a really meaningful name. So so what we normally do is we get the username and we delete it immediately. So we get it and delete it immediately. So that's because that user, assuming that we're in this place. So that's what happens is create codes will retrieve that code's ID. No. Create codes will actually get user one. And then to start generating code. Yeah. Create custom script logs into take user 2 and create custom. As soon as those scripts are actually done performing its task, whether we have it to run for a duration of time or whether we have it to run for iterations, once it's completed with its task, to log off and to send that user back to VTS, so that now we don't have to actually keep on maintaining VTS, because once we remove data, then once the data will eventually get finished, so we need to import the data back, export, import. So what I normally do is I just put it back because I'm done with it. So sometimes create codes, we send it in, but when we're paying for this code's ID, we don't need to put the code ID back in. We can just get rid of it because we can't pay for the codes again. So we'll have unique data that might be used once. It helps. It's very helpful for that, for those kind of scenarios. Okay, sorry about that. So going back to VTS, so hence why we use it, we delete it. So now once we log in off, what we have to do is we need to count the rows. So if I look at my results tree, so what I do is I count response is giving me count 9. Count 9 basically means that you don't have to worry. Whatever count 9 basically means that that's the ID. When there's 10 records, the last ID is count 9. So we know where we need to place the last available. Please forgive me. It's actually count 9 because remember we deleted it. So there was 9 records. So it counts, it says I only have 9 records. Okay, if you have 9 records, then put this in the ID 9, because remember, if you have 9 records, then you start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now remember 9 at the time is not here. So I'm just gonna, so 9 is not here. So 9 will be 9 rows, but this will be row ID 8, then this will be ID 9. That's what basically means. So what I'm doing is I count my rows, but if you look here, I correlate this value. Why I'm correlating this value is because I need my count. Which is 9, because this 9 should be my ID. So remember this correlation, you need to correlate your count. And once I correlate my count, I just edit that row, and this is actually the code to activate the row. So it's key equals, this is the column name, then your value, where this value is coming from, VTS username, because remember initially I correlated it as the username. So because I got it as username, I need to put it back in. Sometimes we can put in other values when correlation. In this scenario here, why do I have that? In this scenario here, I correlate my code ID. So in here, I need to put my code ID, and then maybe I need to put it in a code table. So I will have to say p table name. I put code ID. This is the column name, and then let's what about this? This is count. This is the main value, count. Where we got our count from? We got it from here. So you can just pause the videos to get into the correlated the code, can cite it as is, or perhaps I will create a blog. I am working on a blog, just not yet done with it. This is my blog, Jmeter. Just remember this name. Just keep on checking once you're in. I'll be working on different findings. I have a lot of discoveries in the performance world, with load runner, how we can do data-driven performance testing. That's, just sign up with me and you will see a lot of discoveries. Okay, just to cap everything what I've mentioned is that we can integrate Jmeter with VTS, and we have our own way where we get, delete, count, and edit. Obviously, there is better ways. I have done some research, as you can see in This is one article that I've read. So basically, this guy, whoever his name was, he integrating VTS with Jmeter. So I read this article and it was very useful. However, I could not come to the solution. So they just show me how to actually get into the API and test the API, and it will bring back all these values. However, I still found it a bit hard because this guy actually handshakes and he's not showing me exactly how I can retrieve and delete, how I can retrieve my data and send data to VTS, and that's the main thing that I actually wanted to do. Get straight to the point. So whoever can find a better way or solution, please share that knowledge with me because I'm still trying to figure out a better way, and I do understand that there is a better way. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for more discoveries. Okay, wait, sorry. This is nothing but a sampler, so that you don't get confused. This is add sampler. This is a sampler, yes, and it's a HTTP request, and then you can work on creating your normal localhost, your IP address, your ports. So you're gonna put in your localhost, your IP address of the server, your ports, and your path. Copy what path. Check if it's a case. I think they're all gets. This is a post. Just remember about the method type. It's either get or post, and you'll have your body where you can put in your word code, and you're good to go. Thank you very much. I hope I haven't messed out anything. Let's remove that for now because okay.